UPS just dropped off my mini electric chainsaw that Saker sent me to review. This is how it came. I will unbox it for you and we'll try it out. All right, here's the little mini chainsaw unboxed. This is how it come. Pretty sturdy. A lot more miniature than it looked in the ad I saw. But it came with one 20-volt max battery, 1.5 amp hour. The battery, you just plug this in directly to the battery to charge it. There's no charge indicator on the battery to know whether it's charged or not, so we'll charge that up before you use it. And the other thing it came with was a little wrench and a little Phillips screwdriver and a little bottle of oil. I noticed on here that the chain and bar do not have a reservoir for oil, so I'm guessing I've not read the directions yet, so it's all guesswork, but I'm guessing that you just lubricate it manually. So we're going to go ahead and charge the battery, and we'll try this little tool out. All right, see, as I said, this charges directly into the battery. The light is red. I assume that will turn green when it's fully charged because there is no indicator on the battery. Okay, she's charged. She went up about 4 degrees in temperature, the battery did. And it took I think an hour and a half. So anyway, not bad. Let's try this thing out. All right, this is the magnolia tree I was telling you about. As you can see, everywhere we've trimmed these in the past, they just keep getting, they grow about another 6 foot of new growth. And at every point we've trimmed, there's like 4 of them comes out. So it becomes a pain in the rear end to trim this every year. And it goes up past our window. I don't know if I can show you this, but we've already cut some of it out before I got this little hand saw, did it with a chainsaw, but I'm telling you, chainsaw, mine, it's just too big and heavy to try to do that. This saw, you know, yeah, it works, but I'm talking about trimming these right here. So they're a good inch or so in diameter branches. So I can't wait to try out. Yeah, see, there's the chainsaw, and you get on a ladder and you're trying to hold that up and sideways, and it's not only tiresome, it's kind of dangerous. So I'm anxious to try out my mini chainsaw by Saker. Say we charge the battery up, and let's hear it roar. Haven't put any oil on it yet. I'm going to go ahead and take that battery back out. I showed you that little tube of, or little bottle of oil. I'm going to use WD-40 on it. Just kind of hit it. All right. All right, you ought to wear eye protection too. This thing's not that loud, so I don't have ear protection, but they recommend it. So after you've oiled up the chain, pop your battery in like so. Grip it. You got to push this button here to be able to depress the trigger, see? So you have to... And let me see how to get this in here without blocking the view. See how thick that is? I don't know if you can, but that's about an inch, maybe inch and a half in diameter. That was a nice job, Bill, nice job. Put it back. It's a breeze. A lot of you are probably thinking I'm going to kill this thing. And I thought the same thing first time I cut it back this hard. But unfortunately it didn't. But there's always a first time for everything, right? Alright, I thought maybe this would give you a better idea of what we're dealing with here. See that, look at the growth on that. Every year. And in the past I just kind of cut off the new growth. Everywhere you cut, you had 2 or 3 more branches come out. And I've cut it back this hard before and it made it. I just cut this in October. But you can see, I've only been out here 10-15 minutes, but this makes it a lot easier to cut these off. There's a pretty good size one there. It says it'll cut up to 4 inches. But this is everything that come off of it. Big old pile. We do this every year, so I'm tickled to death with this little Saker mini chainsaw. All right, I'm attempting to cut, give you a close-up, hold my phone at the same time, and see what I'm doing. Don't try this at home. How about that? All right, there you have it, folks. Ain't she beautiful? That thing was literally covered up that window. It does it every year. I left a little green on it. It will be fine, trust me. There's all the pile of stuff that come off of there. Literally from, I would say the time I started, doing the filming takes a little time. I don't even think it's been half an hour, to tell you the truth. But that's a bunch of cutting right there. And the little battery is, or the little saw is still not showing any signs of wearing down. It'll keep going as long as the Sacred Mini Chainsaw does. This is a sycamore tree. I like to keep raise a canopy underneath here so that when I mow my Kubota, it's got a roll bar on it. And these limbs here, that one and that one, that's probably close to 3-inch limb. Anyway, here goes. And then just go right up above it. That beast. Oh, my chain's loose too. When it pinches like that, it seems to loosen. That's the first time I've had any issues with it. So we'll take the battery off and we'll tighten the chain. Okay, I said I was going to do a treated Ford before. Can't find a piece of that, but this is a piece of, thought it was oak, but I mean, it's a heavy, solid piece of hardwood. It's 3¼ inches in diameter. I'm going to see how the little Saker will do on this one after it's cut a whole bunch of branches off a magnolia tree. No problemo. For 89 bucks or 79, I think. How can you beat that? Okay, here's a perfect example of here's a branch. When I mow or I'm on a trail, it's in my road. Don't need a pole saw or anything. You have your four-wheeler. I'll show you how nice it is to store here. Let me turn that a little bit. I don't think I finished my little story, or what was I telling you? I need a cameraman. If you guys subscribe and give me more likes and start making money on my YouTube channel, that'll be the next step. But anyway, little box under here, take it under the seat. There's your little saw. Always put something around the blade. I will say these chains or saw blades, whatever you want to call them, they will stay very sharp as long as you don't cut into obviously rock or fence or dirt. Dirt, ice, all that stuff will dull these pretty quick. A lot of people are surprised at cutting into dirt wood, but it does big time. So if your chain's not staying sharp very long, it's not more than likely not the wood you're cutting, it's you're cutting into dirt. I tell my kids that all the time when they're running the chainsaw, don't hit the dirt. So anyway, pop your battery in there. Again, this is the same charge. I've not recharged this, and you've seen all I've cut today. But I just decided to show you how portable it is, how lightweight it is, how convenient it is. Pull it out from under your four-wheeler seat or whatever, and cut your branch. what that is? See how fast that's cutting through this? That's over an inch. I showed you the 3-inch, but that's a fine job. Like I say, I wouldn't keep it in the box here, but it's so easy just to load that in there and take off. You don't have to strap any saws down. I've been taping. I don't think that's been on. I'm cutting away this. This was an old apple tree stump. The tree actually blew off, and all these shoots kept coming up, and I was leaving it here because it's the same variety as a tree over there, and they require each other to pollinate each other. So actually there's not much to save from this. It's just all going. I'm just going to cut it down and I'll plant another one. But the whole purpose of this one is I'm still cutting because this is still going strong, and I have not charged it yet. So let's just see how much this has got. I'll show you the pile I'm accumulating here if I did miss this this part here. I had just said before I knocked the camera down that you don't want to push. You just kind of let this rest on the branch and let it do its thing. Anyway, watch this cut. I'm impressed, I really am. But I want to see how long this thing will cut. And it's still going strong. It does, the directions do say when you notice it losing a little power to go charge it, not to run the battery completely down. There you have it. Another pile of pruning. Quite a bit of trimming, and it's still going strong. Okay guys, I want to do one more. Just because the battery is still going strong. I continued to cut. I got tired of moving my camera around and the wind blowing and my tripod down. I am back at this sycamore tree. I'm going to cut that limb off, that limb off, that limb off, and call it a day. But honestly, this thing's not showing any signs of dying. So I'm standing on the four-wheeler, and I'm going to hold the camera here, and I'm going to go. So there's my relief cut. Start here. Does it? I think you guys get the point. It's well worth the 80 bucks. I told you the Milwaukee was $289, something similar. And I'm not even sure it included the battery. It might have. But either way, that's a nice little tool. I'm still cutting. I just wanted to show you, I've cut for 2 hours and that thing's still going, so I'm going to wrap this up, but I want to show you how portable it is. This fits right in under the seat of my four-wheeler. It's got a small box in here. You pull it out. I've only I've not sharpened the chain at all, and it's still sharp as it came. But I did tighten it a couple times. This bolt here, you loosen a little bit. A Phillips head fits right in here. You tighten it, and it's ready to go. I can't say enough about how handy this thing is. The Saker Mini Chainsaw. Should have been named the Saker Mini Monster.